Alright guys, we're officially out here on the range. We're going to be testing some 156g Berger EOL bullets with this gun. This is a Savage 12 mounted into a MDT LSS XL chassis. We're going to be using some Peterson large rifle primer brass with federal gold medal match primers and a somewhat minimum charge of H4350 with these bullets. Obviously, we've got 6 shots of each load loaded up. We're going to be doing 2 3-shot groups of each load to kind of verify against myself, because I am human and I make mistakes. So I would like to shoot 2 3-shot groups of each one just to kind of cross-reference and make sure I didn't just shoot a lucky group or have a big flyer. So I'm going to start on the farthest off the lands, which is 35 thousandths away from jam, not necessarily off the lands, and then we're going to work deeper into the land. So let's go ahead and get started and see how we do. I'm going to probably shoot this group a little high, hopefully, because we don't want to kill the GoPro. So let's get started. Alright, so far we had 2 in one hole, and then one little guy went high, so we're going to go ahead and switch over and shoot on a different spot on the target with the next 3-shot group, which I'm not going to move it very far, but just enough to where we're not going to be in the same vicinity. But I'm going to go ahead and shoot all 6, and then we'll let the barrel take a little bit of a break. It's actually fairly cool out here, but it's got a while before it's going to get hot. So we're going to go ahead and shoot the next 3-shot group, and hopefully either see some consistency or tighten things up. One or the other would be nice. Alright, so I'd say those were actually pretty consistent. Bergers, as far as I'm concerned, are pretty much some of the best bullets out there in terms of consistency. So I think we can really get a good load out of this. Maybe I would prefer the 140 grain elite hybrid bullets over the 156s out of a 6.5 Creedmoor. But these were all I could get at the time, so we're going to work with these. But I think that shooting some more groups here is actually going to do us favors. But I actually like what I'm seeing so far. I think that's a good sign. Alright guys, so we gave the barrel plenty of time to cool down. It's almost essentially cold bore again. It's a little warm, but it's pretty much where we started. So one of the cool things is on that group we actually had an extreme spread of 22 feet per second and a standard deviation of 8. That's really good to start. I'm very happy with that. I'm hoping that we'll get something that's even better than that, just because that's our starting point, but we'll see where it goes. I just wanted to point that out because I thought that was kind of nice. I'm going to go ahead and create a new shot string just so that we can keep getting data such as that. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and shoot these next couple groups here and see if it gets even better. It's looking more like it. Let's see if I screw up the group here. Made sure to ruin it. Alright, we're on a 3rd string out of 5, so let's go ahead and put this on paper and hope and pray that we get a really good group, because that's about all we can do. Keep measuring velocity. I'll keep sucking at shooting. You guys just keep watching. I may have actually pulled that one a little bit. So if that group sucks, that's on me. That was a wind gust. Yeah, we're getting lots of split groups. That kind of sucks. But it's happening every time, so it's interesting. Although I did claim to pull that first shot though, so I don't know, that could have just been me, but hopefully this next group will tell us whether or not I'm lying to you. Yeah, I don't know. That group was pretty poor too. The standard deviation on that one was, again, 8 feet per second and 20 foot per second extreme spread. So it's looking good. Actually, it didn't catch one of those shots. I'm not sure which one it was. I can go back and look at the video maybe and find out. I don't even know if you guys can hear the numbers or not, but it definitely missed one of them. So anyway, I'm gonna go let this thing cool off a little bit again, mark the target, kind of for my own reference, and then we'll shoot these last two and see how they do. All right, we're gonna go ahead and shoot this next group. I've kind of already decided in my own mind that I'm probably gonna run this test again so that I can seat them a little bit deeper for the sake of the reliability in the magazine, unless this group is exceptionally accurate. So we'll see what happens. But if this group doesn't shoot really well, I'm still gonna go ahead and shoot the last group, but I don't think that I'm gonna load that in bulk because, like I said, them puppies are not gonna feed from the magazine. So we'll just see how this guy shoots and then we'll go from there. Yeah, that group's pretty pathetic actually, compared to, like I said, some other groups that have been shot with this gun. I'm just gonna go ahead and feed these, the next three from the magazine, because after seeing that, I'm not real concerned with single feeding these guys. Kind of test to see if they'll even feed from the magazine. So far, it's not really looking like these would work in the magazine either. So there you have it. These last two weren't even going to be an option regardless. I mean, they'll feed through the magazine, but they're hitting the underneath the feed ramp, so I'd have to cut some of that out off the action. I don't really want to do that because I don't really feel like it's necessary. So we're just going to single feed them anyway. Okay, so this is a prime example of why I was wanting to shoot 2 3-shot groups for every load instead of shooting like 1 3-shot group or 1 5-shot group. Either way, first group, absolute disaster. Didn't feel like I pulled any shots, right? Second group, from what I can tell, it looks like that was a pretty darn good group. 3 shots in there really tight, but because of that first group, it was the same load, same barrel. The barrel was actually hotter on the second group, which shot better than on the first group, so it kind of rules out that load. Not something that we want to use, and again, it doesn't even work from the magazine anyway unless I make an alteration to the feed ramp on the action, so I'm not going to do that. It's like I said, I think we can find a really good load here, hopefully by seating deeper into the case, which means we're just going to have to come out here again. But I'm going to go ahead and shoot this last group and we will run this test again with some different ammo. I'm not sure for, well, I mean with the, you know, essentially the same loads, but we're gonna do some deeper seating depths, seating deeper into the case. And I think by doing that, we'll probably find a pretty good accuracy node. And then if we don't with this bullet, then I'll probably just wait until I can get some 140s, and then we'll go from there. But yeah, for now, everything's still looking pretty consistent except for this last group. But in terms of velocity, which we missed a shot again, I don't know what the deal is. The chronograph is just not picking up a shot here and there for some reason. But that was actually the best extreme spread and standard deviation that we had. Probably helps we only had 5 shots. But it was 7 on the standard deviation and 23 feet per second on the extreme spread. So the powder's doing good with the bullet brass and primer combination, but the accuracy I think we could definitely see a major improvement on with a little bit of further testing. So let's go ahead and shoot this last group, see what we get, and then we will kind of reevaluate, see how many more rounds of different seating depths I want to test through this gun, and then we'll hopefully find a load or a depth that we're going to stick with, and then we'll do some powder testing and try different charges and see if we can get a good velocity node. I might do a Satterley test actually, and then figure out a velocity node from there, and then do some testing in that range. But I don't know, we'll see. I'll figure that out later. But let's go ahead and shoot this last group real quick because I'm tired, or I'm sure you guys are tired of me talking, and then we'll go from there. I may have pulled that shot, I'm not gonna lie. That one may have been me. If you guys have not checked out the Risen Citizen website, please view the links below to check out some of our different social media platforms. We're on Facebook, we've got the website, and we are here on YouTube. If you want to be a part of that, feel free to subscribe on the website, on the channel, on the Facebook page, yada yada yada. You get the idea, you've been here before. But if you want to see more content like this, let me know. If you have any kind of suggestions or feedback, feel free to comment or send me a message or an email, whatever you feel like doing, whether it be private or publicly. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. Appreciate you being here. Feel free to check those out, and hope to see you next time. Y'all have a good one. Stay risen.